Hello everyone, I'm just gonna do a magic vent or rambling video or something. I'm just gonna ramble a little bit about. I'm gonna make a video series that is called Magic Theory, and it means I have channeled information about energy work and the kind of magic that you can do, different kind of techniques, but basically when I make a magic theory video, then I haven't actually practically used it yet. So therefore these kinds of videos are gonna be more discussion or more theory, more theoretically, it's gonna be more just random talk about it and my reflections upon the information I know and what I subjectively think and what my personal thoughts on it, my reflections, and from a more objective point of view as well. I'm just gonna talk about what I reflected upon today, and well, I'm currently working on a manifestation formula of creating my own. I've always been interested in the law of attraction, magic, witchcraft, how you actually manifest what you desire. And it has been a tricky journey in that, but I know it works because I've had successes. No matter how small they are evidence that it works, that magic exists. And I had that realization the other day actually. I had done a money spell. It was candle magic spell. It's what I mostly tried out so far. Candle magic when it comes to using objects together with energy work. And the next day I had done it, I consecrated a candle then with all the intentions of what I wanted and stuff like that. And I vividly remember that I thought of the last time I was successful at this kind of spell, which comes very handy because it gives power to the spell when you think of your earlier successes that is related to it or that is similar to what you want to manifest now. It boosts your belief in the spell that you are creating. The next day my mom called and told me that my aunt was offering me a job. I think it worked basically because I was thinking of the way I had already been successful before, and it seems like it, because I visualized money a lot of times. I visualized what I desire, all these kinds of things I desired as well many times. But it doesn't really happen when you go about your day and just visualize something. I guess it's because it's more of the daydreaming area, maybe. It's not created with intention. And I remember Teal Swan saying once that thinking of something without setting the intention that this is what you are going to create is different. I mean, if you don't set the intention, it's still just a fantasy or daydream. So it won't happen. So the magic won't happen in real life because it's handled in a way that it is just a story. It's just fiction. It's fantasy. So that's why you have to feel that it is happening now and that it has already happened. That's why you have to act and play as if, just like how you played games when you were a child. Things were easy then, right? I got the information once how time works. Well, like why you need to... I got this knowledge and understanding of why you have to feel like the magic you want to create, why you have to feel like it has already happened. That is because of the concept of time that we as humans have on the earth plane is different. It's an illusion here on earth that time is like a like a straight line, that things happen after another thing, another event, and after that event, and after that event, which is just an illusion. So actually, being of Chronos, the god of time, came to me once and gave me this knowledge about how time works, and it made me understand it better, because the time that we divide here on Earth, past, present and future, is just illusion. All of these three are happening at the same time. That is why you can experience like a trauma of a breakup like several years ago, still feeling the impact of that. When we haven't moved on from a past, it follows you, right? Seems like it's not actually following you, but what it actually isn't following you through is physically. In all other levels, emotionally, spiritually, and everything, mentally and everything, it still happens. Time doesn't only exist in the physical, it exists in all these kinds of levels of existence. So when you do magic, you have to integrate past, present and future in one. Shadow work is integrating the past, right? So that you can line up with what you want to create for the future into the now. So that was very, very cool to learn about. And I had some kind of concept before that. Yeah, well, I heard other spiritual leaders and stuff say that everything is happening simultaneously. But not until then did I actually really understand it. I mean, and that's why you can also do future work. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but like shadow work, when you integrate the past, you can also integrate the future. This is helpful since we already have this concept of time, of a straight line time. It is very helpful for us to do future work and shadow work, and then after that create the present, where we want our magic, right? We want it in the present, we don't want it in the future, and we don't want it in the past. That's other tools to use. But when we create magic, we want to create them in the now. We don't want to put them anywhere else. So that's my understanding of using the time concept together with manifestations, and that is why you have to visualize it happening and feel like it's happening now, that it has already happened. Something else I'm currently working on to understand is the level of belief that you have to have in order for a spell or manifestation to work. Like how big, I say that you need a sprinkle of belief. I believe there isn't a lot of belief needed, but it needs to at least be dominant against your doubt and distrust. Because we all fall into that deep hole very easily, don't we? When we like, after a spell, it's like, oh, full of doubt, and like go panicking about it not working, and not able to trust the universe that it's gonna happen. It needs to tip. It's a tip to the side that you want it to be. But I've had a lot of trouble of trying to not doubt and distrust. It's very, very difficult. It's something I don't take lightly. And it's so annoying. Especially if you have anxiety, this is even harder, and I have social anxiety. So that doesn't make it any better. But I'm currently trying to use something that could help me with this, so I've written down a little bit in my journal here. And that I think I'm going to include in my manifestation formula. So for now, I have explored affirmations a little bit. And so far, I've written down that affirmations are statements that can heighten your energy can be used for positive focus. But it is important that they are believable for those who speak them. Affirmations can be used for positive focus, strengthening of one's spell, strengthening of your belief, and be used for evidence of what you already have as a boost to your intended creation. Like if you're gonna manifest money, look at your areas of life where you can already see that you have that. Like, okay, I'm getting this much this month from someone or whatever, or something else that is of value. Then you can create a statement, create an affirmation of that is already believable to you. Like, I have this amount of money and I'm grateful for it. So that can be helpful to do after a spell, that you come up with statements that you already believe, to boost your belief and belief in your spell and magic in general. And count your successes, as I said earlier, count your successes where you already have manifested. Therefore, it is very, very important to have a sync journal, I call it, a synchronization journal, where you write down all the synchronizations that you have experienced. If you don't know what synchronizations are, it is when you notice that something you have thought about during the day shows up in some form or other. So you basically observe your thoughts and then observe your surroundings or where it comes. Like if you thought of a plane, you see a plane on TV that day or next day. Usually within like 24 hours or so. And see what you are currently manifesting a lot. Like if you notice you see a lot of flowers coming over and over, then you probably have thought of flowers in some way or felt something. So that is synchronization. When you watch your creations happening, you're not as aware of these kinds of creations, and that is why they happen so easily. Like, it's because you don't have any resistance to them. You don't have any negative thoughts or feelings about them. Like me thinking of a color, I don't have much resistance to the color blue. So if I've been thinking or seen a color blue, then I see blue cars, and then I see blue bicycles, then I see blue shirts, see a blue diamond, whatever, a blue picture, blue texture, anything. Ice, things. You have a synchronization journal. It is very helpful to go look into that after you've done your spell, to get into that feeling state of, because it has a certain feel, a certain vibration. When you notice your synchronization, you get this, you go into this magical state of playfulness, of ease, of success. This is a very powerful energy to attune into. I think we have to get into the habit of feeling successful and focus on, because success also boosts our belief and trust in our magical workings. So these are my reflections now. And just a little bit about trust as well, that I've been wanting to ramble about a little bit currently, of what I'm exploring. Still haven't explored a lot. I'm still exploring sprinkle of beliefs here. That is very important for magic. But trust is... Did I say that before maybe? Trust is very hard if you are an anxious person and used to distrust and like, go into these negative spirals. Sometimes I think distrust can be because of a childhood trauma. If you like cannot focus, cannot trust life at all, the universe at all, that things are going to work out, there may be a childhood trauma there that you need to go back to, because I noticed I had this myself, and I just noticed it recently. I'm like, why can't I? No matter how hard I tried, I just can't focus on getting to that trust state. I'm just panicking in my thoughts all the time. And this happens a lot with people who are used to thinking worst case scenarios, which I've had and have still. So, and this is something you learn as a child, so you might need to observe your family or your surroundings where you felt that things weren't kinda safe as it needed to be for you. The thing is, people don't even have to say it to your face. You as a child observe everyone's behaviors around you, and if those behaviors are insecure and unpredictable and unsure in general and like worry a lot, you're gonna have trouble trusting life. You're gonna have trouble trusting universe, so it's shitty. It's shitty that way. But thank God for shadow work, right? Shadow work is your friend. So get into that if you have to trust issue. So I went into that trust issue myself recently a little bit, and I feel more at ease actually. I believe there needs to be a couple of more times maybe, but it actually feels better, and I already feel that I'm more successful of these tips that I'm exploring right now. I got an idea. I've done 2 videos before on guidance, channeling universal information. I got an idea that maybe I could end the video with that. Let's see what the universe wants to share today before we go and have ourselves a cozy night with a cup of teas and good movie and just, yeah, of course, trust in yourself and believe in yourself. That was not surprising, right? Trust is in your heart. Remember that it is your natural you to trust and believe in yourself. You cannot be trust if you don't trust yourself. You can't fake it. It will never work that way. Trust is your friend. It is not meant to be something to fear. Failure of trusting, of being blindsided. It is not meant to be that way. Meaning it is not meant to be if you trust something and you like feeling like it's gonna just go to hell and blindside you because you dared trusting it. That is not meant. That is not how it is meant to be. That's what they mean by trust is your friend. Meaning it should never go downhill if you trust. Trust is your natural aspect of you. Trust in source. You can do it. And you have all the love in the universe to do it. Work with. You can never go wrong in this life, so you don't have to worry about failure. Life is not supposed to go wrong, but it is not supposed to be free of failure either. Because we learn from our mistakes and we move on, and we become experienced, and we become stars because of those experiences. You can learn to trust in yourself. It is very important when it comes to manifestations. And you have the key to that trust by digging it up. You can dig this up by going into your darkness of why you can't trust. It is your capability to trust. It is your ability to trust. It is your ancient home to trust. You can learn to trust in yourself. It is possible, it is not hard. You can just go inside yourself and dig that original trust that you already have naturally within you to create in your life and to become trust again. Because you have always been trust. You have always been trust originally. It just has become blackened or darkened so that you cannot see your ability to trust, to feel it, because it's hidden away because of a trauma before. And it's also because of a learned behavior from a time of when you were very, very young. It is when you distrust, it is the universe's way to tell you that you need to go within to solve it. You have to feel that you have to feel distrust. Because it is there for you. Oh, that's what they mean. Distrust is your friend. Distrust is your friend. So you can always rely on yourself, because all of these negative emotions of panicking and going wrong and distrust and everything is your friends. It is there for you to integrate. It is there for you to become more whole, and it is there for you to see the problem clearly, so that you can solve it and go within and use your power to become whole again, so that you can trust and believe in life again, anew, to remember what that feeling and what it is like, to remember who you really are. Which means that if you feel distrust and disbelief in yourself, it means you can rely on yourself, because it's there for you. It's there for you because it believes in your power to heal it, to integrate it, to become one again, and to see it in the eye. So it is your virtue, it is your miracle to experience distrust and disbelief. Because then you begin your journey of what it is like to learn how it is like to actually trust and believe in yourself. And once you come out to the other side, it will be a true blessing. It will be the most paradise-like feeling ever. And life is going to go right again. And you will experience flow and positivity. And things will go so much smoother. But overall, the message is you can rely on yourself, on the simple fact that even distrust and fear and doubt is there, because it's there for you to integrate it, which means it relies on you, which means in turn that you can rely on yourself to become what you want to become. I'm also seeing the pentagram for some reason. If you can't believe in yourself so much, you can believe in the powers you believe in. Like maybe the pentagram, the pentacle, maybe the elements. You can believe in the powers of the earth, air, fire, water, spirit. When you look at that and believe in those kinds of powers, you actually see your belief and trust. It's mirroring. It's a mirroring. And it will cause you to remember that you have these kinds of abilities yourself. You just project your hidden ability and power. Yeah. Have a wonderful evening. Bye. That was the message. So have a wonderful evening, and remember, create more magic in the world because we